Hello and welcome to Invest Corners. I am Karishma. I am a certified financial planner. We believe that everyone, regardless of their background or income, deserves to feel confident about their money. Our goal with this series of videos is to break down complex financial concepts into simple, actionable steps. We will cover everything from building a budget and paying off your debt to the investing for the future and planning for retirement. Every week, I will be sharing new videos to help you take control of your financial life. We will dive into topics like how to build a solid emergency fund, the best ways to save for a down payment on a house, simple strategies for investing in the stock market, etc. etc. Now, let's get into the first topic today. Today, we are going to talk about personal financial planning. In simple words, it's about managing your money smartly so you can secure your future, achieve your life goals, and avoid falling into debt traps. Thinking of it building a secure financial future step by step. So, why are we talking so much about personal financial planning these days? Because life is becoming more uncertain, costs are rising, and we keep hearing terms like insure yourself, start an SIP, or even SWP for retirement. These are not just buzzwords. They are practical tools to help us protect for our future, grow our wealth, and avoid falling into the traps. And to understand this better, let's begin with what personal financial really means. Financial planning is basically a roadmap for your money. It helps to turn your income into achievable financial goals like buying a house, planning retirement, handling emergencies, child education, etc. Without a plan, even high income can't save you from financial stress. If you look at this diagram, you will see how it all connects. Income flows into savings, investments, insurance, and retirement, finally leading to complete financial security. It's not about how much you earn, it's about how well you manage it. Rather, it shows that planning isn't one step, but a cycle where each part supports the other. Without balance in the cycle, your goals remain dreams. कमाई को सुरक्षित करके सपनों को हकीकत बनाने की कला यह हमें सिखाता है कि सिर्फ कमाना ही काफी नहीं है, बल्कि सही जगह बचत और निवेश करना जरूरी है। इसी से हम अचानक आने वाले खर्चों से बच सकते हैं और भविष्य के बड़े लक्ष्यों को पूरा कर सकते हैं। To see the real impact of missing this planning, let's look at our next slide, Rohit's story. Let's take Rohit's example. He's 29 years old, earns 12 lakhs a year, but spend most of it. High monthly expenses, EMI for his car and phone, very little savings, and no emergency fund or insurance. This lifestyle is not unique. Many Indians, millennials, and Generation Z live the same way, spending heavily and saving little. Even though financial products like SIPs, NPS, PPFs, etc. are available, most young professionals either don't use them or start too late. This underutilization means they are unprepared when life throws an emergency. Now let's see how this lifestyle and lack of planning actually led to Rohit's failure. Now let's see what happened when Rohit was hit by a crisis. He faced a 10 lakh medical emergency and lost his job in the same month. With no savings or insurance, he had to take a personal loan and very quickly he fall into a debt trap. This is how lack of planning can destroy financial stability. From a broader Indian perspective, retirement planning is another huge gap. Many parents end up depending on their children because they have spent every penny on their kids' education and weddings without building their own retirement corpus. Improper planning and missed investments force families into financial stress, and on a larger scale, this creates an economic burden as more people rely on family or government support instead of being independent. Let's look at some facts and numbers that show how serious this situation can be in India. Some facts highlight the urgency. Every year, like Rohit, about 3 crore Indians face unemployment. Only 36% of our population has health insurance. Out of our huge household savings, nearly half goes into physical assets like gold or property which cannot be used during emergency. And there is very less amount invested into financial products. By 2030, India is estimated to have 350 million people past retirement age, and 60% of them will have no retirement funds planned for them. The challenge is that too much saving in physical assets create problem. These assets like gold or real estate are not liquid. When money is needed for education, health, or retirement, people often cannot use these assets quickly and instead they end up taking loans. This creates unnecessary debt and financial strain. Without proper planning, the consequences are very severe. There is rising healthcare cost, financial dependency, and increased stress on social systems. To tackle these issues, let's explore the key components of financial planning which we should take care while planning our finances. Now that we have seen the problems and facts, let's talk about the building blocks of financial planning. These components act like pillars of a strong house. Each one supports the structure, and if one is weak, the entire plan can collapse. Together, they form a complete approach to managing money wisely. Financial planning rests on six pillars, and each plays a crucial role. Budgeting. This is the foundation. Without knowing where your money goes, you cannot control it. A clear budget ensures discipline. Second, savings and investments. Savings are for safety, while investments are for growth. Without investing, inflation eats into our money. For example, today's 1 lakh rupees will lose half of its value in 20 years if it just sits idle. Insurance protects you from risk. A small premium today can save lakhs during medical emergencies. Without it, one crisis can wipe out years of saving. Tax planning. Optimizing tax isn't just about saving money, it's about channelizing those savings into future growth. For example, using Section 80C can save 40,000 annually for someone in the 30% bracket. Next, retirement planning. With life expectancy rising, you may live 25 to 30 years post retirement. If you don't plan those years, you can become financially difficult instead of peaceful. Last, estate and legacy planning. This avoids disputes and ensures smooth transfer of your hard-earned wealth. Without a will or nomination, even a small saving can get stuck in legal battles. Each component is like a gear in a machine. If one fails, the whole system suffers. Now let's connect this with the current trends in savings and debt in India. In this slide, we are going to share some saving and debt facts of India. Household savings in India are shrinking from 23.3 lakh crore in financial year 21 to just 14.1 lakh crore in financial year 23, a big 39% drop in the savings due to high inflation and lifestyle expenses. At the same time, household debt is rising, now almost 6% of GDP, which was around 3.9% of GDP in financial year 2022. People are also still investing more into physical assets like property, which gave annual return of around 5% in 2024, that is even less than the inflation. While financial investments like mutual funds, which gave return of around 13.7% in 2024, are slowly growing. The consequences are worrying. With shrinking savings and rising debt, families face higher financial vulnerability. Over-reliance on physical assets means less liquidity during emergency. And if these trends continue, future generations may inherit more debt than wealth. This is why adopting personal financial planning gives us so many benefits. In India, personal financial planning is no longer optional, it is essential. It protects us against emergencies like health shocks or job loss. It helps balance assets between physical and financial instruments. And it ensures we achieve all life financial goals while staying safe from inflation and debt. Think of it as a roadmap. It helps match your income, savings, investments, and protection with your goals and risk profile. Now, here is a fact: 76% of Indian millennials live paycheck to paycheck, and only 27% of them feel secure about retirement. अब आप सोचिए, क्या आप उन 76% लोगों में रहना चाहेंगे जो हर महीने की तनख्वाह पर जीते हैं, या उन 27% लोगों में जो रिटायरमेंट के बाद भी सुरक्षित और आत्मनिर्भर रहते हैं? Now let's conclude by looking at how we can actually start building better personal finances. To wrap up financial planning, it is a mix of earning, savings, investments, protection, and planning for the future. The sooner we start, the better. So, where should you begin? Start with the basics. Create a monthly budget, build an emergency fund for 3 to 6 months, get health insurance, and begin small investments with SIPs. Once these are in place, move on to long term goals like retirement and estate planning. As the saying goes, the best time to start was yesterday, the second best time is today. So let's take the first step today towards a secure financial future. And with that, we end our session. Thank you.